Today's questioner asks, what is an easy way to declutter? I've talked about decluttering a few times before. You can check out previous episodes here and here. But this topic comes up so much that I wanted to answer this question as well. Here are some of my best tips on how to make the decluttering process a little easier to accomplish successfully. First, get really clear on your why. Why do you want to declutter? Are you doing this because you watched Marie Kondo on Netflix and felt like it's the right thing to do? Are you doing this because you want your life to be easier and less complicated by stuff? Are you doing this because you feel overwhelmed by the things in your home and just want a little room to breathe? If you're doing this because you think you're supposed to, then you're going to struggle no matter how many tips and techniques you get. However, if you have a really good why, a way that decluttering will make your life better, then focusing on achieving that why will make the process feel less difficult. Next, pick your starting point carefully. Some things are going to be harder to declutter than others. Save anything that has emotions tied up in it until you started to build your decluttering muscle. If you struggle with your weight, decluttering clothes might be tough when faced with your fat or skinny clothes. Or perhaps you feel a deep emotional connection to your grown children's toys and baby clothes. Put those things off until later in your decluttering journey. Start with something you don't feel strongly emotional about. It could be the Tupperware in your kitchen, or the sheets in your linen closet, or your mismatched sock pile. Start with a small and specific area where you can get an easy win. Next, declutter in layers. The fastest way to fail in your decluttering journey is to pull everything out of every cupboard, closet, and drawer and pile it all up in the middle of the room. This tends to leave us feeling overwhelmed and can result in shoving everything right back into the closets, cupboards, and drawers it came out of without a single item being decluttered. I love to use the decluttering through the camera technique. This allows you to do a first pass of decluttering without pulling anything out. I'll link to a blog post covering this technique in the show notes below. If you have a lot to declutter, you might want to repeat this process a few times before diving into the deeper layers of opening doors and drawers and digging into the hidden stuff. Start with a plan before you pick up a single item to declutter. Make sure you have a plan for how you're going to handle the stuff you're decluttering. Just because something no longer has a place in your home doesn't mean it should go into the dumpster. Helping your old stuff find new homes not only will make your decluttering process more environmentally friendly, you might make a little bit of money, and you ease the discomfort of letting go of stuff that still has life left in it but isn't something you want to live with. I'm linking to a blog post in the show notes below, which will help you in setting up your decluttering plan. Finally, give yourself time. Unless you live in a very small home and have very few things to start, decluttering is not a quick process. Give yourself the grace of time as you embark on this journey. Dedicate a few hours each weekend. Set a goal of completing a room or a section of a room each week, or perhaps work through the whole house in layers, setting goals as appropriate. Whatever you choose, make sure it works for you and your home. And make sure it feels doable and manageable to you. Even small steps can make a big difference in the way you feel. Celebrate the small wins as you complete each of the little steps in your decluttering process to keep your momentum going. And if you feel stuck, return to your why and focus on the difference decluttering will make in your life. I'm sending you a great big hug. You've got this. I hope you enjoyed this bit of solicited advice. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to be notified whenever I post new content.